As I sit here in prison, I think back to when Julie Winningham and I met in early March of 1995. How it played out? What would be different if I were able to go back in time but still had to kill her? Knowing what I know now, I would have convinced her to come with me in a ruse of switching my empty trailer for a loaded one at the Scale House on Highway 14 near Interstate 52. He was a trucker. Made love to her until it was dark, kill her and tie her body to drag on the pavement back west as far as it took to cancel her. If I could go back in time and have to kill her, doing it that way would stop police from identifying her or reading a name on a car, bill of sale, linking to me, and I'd still be out there somewhere. Or would I? So I can't stop thinking about the phrase cancel her. Tie her body to drag on the pavement back west as far as it took to cancel her. A person, a woman, an actual human being being shredded to be canceled. And if that's not demeaning enough, Jesperson then just glosses right over another case referring to the victim as simply number, just a number. He says this, I settled number 7 on April 4th to murder 2, to do life alongside Oregon's time. 29 years to settle my cases. Just number 7. I don't know who it is, but he's just talking about a woman he murdered, just as I settled number 7. As for whether he still has the urge to kill, the happy-faced killer says this. I got into an argument with a man in here that's a convicted murderer like me. We were in the secluded shower area where we planned to meet to fight. So I asked, you want to see who is the better killer, or do we put this behind us and move on? We both have agreed not to speak to each other. We know what we're in here for and feel it's best not to follow the path. If we were allowed to go free, both of us would choose never to kill again. And then he brings me into his stream of consciousness in a characteristically creepy way, saying this, quote, you seem to think I could be mad or offended by you asking questions. Why would I be? You're a reporter and a woman, making you a busybody, doing what a woman reporter does. I'd expect nothing less. I'm comfortable with why I'm here. I put myself here. Yes, you did. Keith Jesperson, you did. You're serving multiple life sentences for the 8 murders that you've been convicted of, even though that you have claimed to have killed upwards of 185. Which now brings me to another busybody woman. I want to bring in Dr. Katherine Ramsland. She's a forensic professor of psychology. She's an author of several books, including The Mind of a Murderer. She's also very smart. You're just the busybody I want to speak with. Talk to me a little bit, Doctor, about that term, a busybody woman, a woman reporter, and then the terms that he uses, you know, to shred a woman's body on a highway by tying her underneath his truck and dragging her, canceling her, or murder number 7. Like, walk me through the psychology there.
Well, referring to women reporters as busybodies is demeaning. It sort of puts you in your place, that he knows who you are and he knows what to do. And, you know, that's very matter of fact. When he talked about what he wanted to do to his final victim, Julie Winningham, he already had done that before. That was one way to erase a woman's identity, is he had tied her to the bottom of the truck and dragged her along the pavement until she was shredded. And so he's thinking there that had he done that with Julie, he would have erased her identity. Police would not have been able to link him to her, and he would still be free.
But the whole notion, like, to be called canceled or to be called number 7, is there any point in a killer's time in prison where the contemplation actually catches up with you and you start to realize what you've done? Like, do you experience this with people like Keith Jesperson, that they start to get, I don't know, a conscience?
I don't experience them getting a conscience. I experience them using whatever they did to manipulate people, to be important, to find ways for people to keep talking to them. He knows that he's important in that respect, that there are a lot of people who want to hear from him and want him to talk about his murders. So he keeps that up because it's a way to not be bored in prison. It's a way to be significant. He did put out sort of a feeler to see if maybe he could be a consultant for you, as he had been on an earlier show, Dark Minds. And he wants to have people believe that he's just like everybody else. He took a different path, but it minimizes what he did. And I don't see any evidence of conscience there.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.